Boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And hey, man, we know it's a very short week. I know everybody getting ready for the holidays. I know y'all probably cooking, running errands, running around, handling your business as we speak. But we still got a whole football game to cover, man. I know we're just the Commanders. I know I sat up here and said they was awful. All that is true. But we will respect every opponent. We will take every matchup seriously. And we just gotta do what we gotta do to make sure that the Dallas Cowboys come out with a dub and move to 8-3 on the season, man. And I know there's a bunch of y'all that are down about the Eagles, pulling off the comeback and winning the game. I know that we all were hoping to get a little bit of help in the standings. But whatever bed that we made is the bed that we gotta lay in. You know what I'm saying? So let's move forward. Let's check out these Washington Commanders or Redskins, whatever you want to call them, and let's just see what we can do to beat them and come out on top, man. So that's going to be the show. My brother Landlord should be in here momentarily. Like I said, everybody got some rat killing to do and some business to handle, so he should be in here momentarily. But y'all know the usual rules and regulations, though, when you tap in with your content creators, though, man. First and foremost, man, when you slide in here, make sure that y'all hit that like button, right? The likes go a long way too, man, because the more likes that we get on these platforms, man, the more that these platforms will fool with us, promote our content, and the more that they'll push it out there so it can get to more people. So if you want to see Landlord from Alabama grow, you want to see him do good, you want to see Henny the Moore do good, you want to see the liquor store grow and flourish, all you got to do is hit that like button on all platforms, man. It ain't going to cost you a dime, and it's going to go a long way in helping us continue to build and grow and flourish, man. And then after you hit that like button, the next thing that I need you to do is to hit that share button. Because first and foremost, man, sharing is caring. But outside of that, inside the liquor store, we do practice manifestation, man. So do like my brother Raymond Salas, man. I see him practicing manifestation with the 6 emojis, man. If you want the Dallas Cowboys to win their 6th championship, I need you to drop 6 emojis, and I also need you to share the content 6 times, man. There you go. What's up with your Landlord? Can you hear me?
Yep. What's happening?
Nothing much, man. Just going through the usual greens and stuff over here, man.
We live already, right?
Yeah. We live, man. We live in the building, man. There's folks out here trapping. There's folks out here drunk. Hey, it's mad nefarious on the holiday season, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, it gets like that when it's close to my birthday. You already know that. It's super nefarious around here. Like super gremlin, we got super nefarious around this time,
Hey,
that's what we got.
I told you, man. He wake up rapping, I emerged from the crack smoke.
Yes, sir. Hey, we lit. But
Hey.
what y'all got going on, man?
Nah, we just chopping it up, man. We up here paying some bills, and we just letting everybody know to hit that like button. We letting everybody know to practice manifestation by dropping emojis and sharing the content 6 times. And we also are letting folks know they got to slap the dog shit out of a Commanders fan, man. They the villain of the week. They the flavor of the month. They is the op. They the op pack. They finna get smoked, Nick, man. And listen, if you're
find one of them,
you do got to go find one. I listen. To be honest with you, I've seen Eagles fans in real life. I have not really seen no Commanders fan.
I actually met one, and they was cool, believe it or not. When I was out there, and when I went to the Senior Bowl, I forgot I went everywhere this off season, man. Y'all better quit playing with Landlord, man. I went everywhere this off season, and when I went up there to the Senior Bowl, I met 2 cool Redskin fans. Well, Washington Commandos, whatever you want to call them. But he seen me go live because I was going live talking to my people. Then he was like, he heard how I ended. I was like, Cowboy Nation. And he was like, you a Cowboys fan? I was like, yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan. He was like, man. Like, we just got to talking from there. It was 2 of them. But they ended up seeming like they was cool, man. And they was like, man, we wish we had Dak Prescott. Hey, really? Y'all be talking crazy. That boy was like, man, I wish we had a Dak Prescott. Like they ended up being cool though. They ended up subbing too. I don't know if they ever said something on here, but they ended up subbing to the channel and everything.
Hey, that's love right there, man. Salute
Yep.
to those Commanders fans out there, then, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
because they was talking about their ownership. They was like, they sick of it. That was way back then. Now they got new owners now. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Johnson, a part owner.
Mm-hmm.
And Magic Johnson just be tweeting. He don't be caring. Like, he be saying some wild shit. Like, man, the more better tighten up.
Yeah. But shout
hey,
out to everybody rocking with us, man. You already hollered at your people.
Yeah, I'm hollering them right now, man. James Simmons, what's up with you? Rico Jones was Gucci. Carl Main was Goosey. Bruce got the toxic juice. Randy Jackson. Joe said hit the like button. So landlord on Ugly Cry. Hey, Joe Rivera, what's up with you? Yeah, Texas bred Cowboy 83 in the trap. Dano in the trap said take care of business and get the 5th seed if need be. I understand. Matt Leslie, Mr. Richburg, salute to you. I'm happy you were able to get your copy of Madden. I know it came in, so congratulations on winning. So yeah, man. And hey, last thing before we go ahead and jump into the content, because I done told them hit that like, hit that share, and hit that Commander fan upside the head if they can find them. Make sure y'all hit them cash apps on them super chats, man. You know, I'm raffling off a ticket to the Cowboys versus Detroit Lions game. And just so happened that is the game that they chose for Jimmy Johnson to go into the Ring of Honor. So if you actually donate, you'll get an opportunity to win that ticket, and you get an opportunity to be a part of history, man. Because that shit only gonna happen once, man. So if you want a chance to go to that game, a chance to see that, see us kick the Lions' ass, and to see Jimmy Johnson take his rightful place in Cowboys history, all you gotta do is hit that cash app or super chat. It's $Henny the more, or you can super chat on the page, and it's $5 per raffle entry. And we're gonna run that until the 15th, so I can get y'all the ticket in a timely manner. And
shout out to Marcus Jordan. He sent the dollar over here. I appreciate it, sir.
He sent a dollar over here too, man. We appreciate it, Marcus Jordan. Salute to you, my brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Because every red cent add up, man. So shit, that goes a long way. So we appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's get it. What's up with you, Miss Regina Green? I see you helping us practice manifestation. But yeah, man.
Green with the green.
So what are your thoughts going into this game, man? Like, really, we can start anywhere, man. We can start, X's and O's, mindset, matchups. It don't really matter in my humble opinion. Wherever you want to start is where we can start at, because I got shit for everything.
I mean, I follow your lead then. If you already got some stuff prepared, then, I'll just pick it back off what you got going on.
Well,
we can do it like that.
First and foremost, I know we didn't stay live long at all yesterday, so let's retread this diss track you said that I dropped.
Oh yeah, Henny got that hit 'em up diss track on them boys.
Now listen, I ain't said nothing crazy. That's the thing. I ain't said not a thing crazy about them boys, man. I just said they're not good in this, not good in that. So listen, this is the first one.
Said, first off, in the click you claim, that boy came out banging. That boy hand came out banging. Good grief.
All right, so this one says, "How in shambles." I see why the hell you said
that. That's a diss track. That's a diss track right now.
But he's in shambles. See, the thing about a diss track is some of this shit would have to be like exaggerated, the rhyme and stuff. Like he's really getting his ass whooped over there. Like I ain't make this up.
Then you got this man looking like a complete failure on the graphic though. That's what gets me. Like, like this picture, you need failure, like the word failure, like over his head, like in an arch. Yeah, that'll be perfect then. That'll be perfect. Failure.
So listen, just to jog everybody's memory, y'all remember in the liquor store, I said this was the stretch of games where Micah Parsons would, add to his defensive player of the year resume. Because we played some bad offensive lines. Like we played the Giants, who gave up the most sacks. At the time when we played the Panthers, they had given up the third most sacks. Well, the Commanders have given up the second most sacks. And to be specific, Hal is actually the most sacked quarterback. And you got to remember the Giants, they giving up the most sacks. They had 3 quarterbacks.
Oh, it's all they treachery been on him, on one man.
He took the whole ass whooping. The ass whooping that the Giants offensive line let happen was handed out to 3 different men. You know, like this one man had to bear the cross, and he had to die for their sins up there, man. He was getting his ass towed loose with 51 sacks. He's been sacked 51 times, the most sacked quarterback in the National Football League. He is also the most pressured quarterback in the National Football League. He had been pressured 122 times in 11 games because he played one more game than us. So that means he gets pressured 11 times a game? Yeah, he get pressured just about 11 times a game.
12 INTs is crazy. How many touchdowns he got?
18. So he has 1 less passing touchdown than Dak Prescott in 1 more game, and he has double the interceptions. Dak has 6, he has 12, and this is not even factoring in any fumbles lost that he has.
Boy got a baker's dozen interceptions. That's crazy.
What's up, Neil? Said, what's up, gents? Slapped up 32 Commodes fans before checking in. Well, man, hey, I got to give you some love, man. I'm going to give you double the credit because I know it's hard to find that many Commanders fans.
Yeah, he got extra credit. He put in OT finding that many.
He said, we won't sign Leonard for $6 million, but trade a 4 for Trey Lance, who making him sit bench and not play. Well, I will say this about Leonard Williams, Darius Leonard. The Dallas Cowboys have to let 23 other people go ahead of them before they even get the opportunity to sign him to a contract because it's after the trade deadline. Everybody is subject to the waiver wire, even vested veterans. So it goes in reverse order, right? You know that the Eagles are the top seed right now. Well, they would be the very last team to pick, get an opportunity in the waiver wire. Dallas Cowboys, you're the 5th seed in the playoffs right now. That means every non-playoff team is going to pick before you. Every team out there. Now, we don't know that for sure. There might be a team. Cause me and Wes was talking about that before. Because yes, he got a nice little contract you got to pick up. But you also got to think about it. If somebody was to claim him on the waiver wire, he could not refuse that. Right? It's just like being drafted into the Army. Now, there are bad teams that would never get a player of the caliber of Leonard Williams. Shaq. Yeah. I'm just gonna start calling him Shaq Leonard. There's teams that would never get a player of Shaq Leonard's pedigree because nobody want to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there are teams that like they nobody wants to go play for them. So this would be the opportunity for a team like that to get a very good player. And listen, he had injuries. He has a back issue that been flaring up. Some different things, you know, but. He made 4 straight All-Pro selections. He made 4 straight Pro Bowl selections. He still has 66 tackles even this year. He's on pace to have over 100 tackles. So he still would be a better pickup than what we have when you compare him to Rashaan Evans. Like he's still a better player than Rashaan Evans is. When you compare him, the only person on this team I don't think he's better than is Marquise Bell. And that's because Marquise Bell is playing out his mind right now. You know what I mean? Like Marquise Bell is one of the highest rated linebackers in the National Football League at this moment. So, you know, I would say that Marquise Bell is playing better football right now, but he still would come into Dallas and start. So that's enough for me. I would put in a waiver wire like a lottery ticket. I know it probably ain't gonna hit, but if it do, good Jesus.
It just seems like they should make it be a 2-way street, man. Don't just let anybody claim them, man.
Nah, that what happens if he clears waivers. If he clears waivers, he can sign with whoever he wants.
If I was him, I'd send out an email like, I'm not gonna play for you if you sorry. so go ahead and pass me by now. I'm telling you, not gonna happen. I just left a sorry team on purpose. That's what I did.
Well, let's segue back a little bit to these raggedy, inefficient, no good ass Commanders. I also, you know, we seen the most in everything. Most sacked, most pressured, most interceptions. And the crazy thing is, he still is the quarterback that throws the ball the most. This man got 442 pass attempts already.
Just makes no sense.
And I'm gonna double check that number to make sure I ain't tripping. I feel like that number is a little high. Let me double check my stats to make sure. But 400 passing attempts just seems crazy as hell.
In 10 games.
In 10 games, like 400 pass attempts.
Yeah, he got 11 games. He got
11 games. That's still high though. But listen though, look at the attempts. 45, 44, 45, 52, 42, 23, 51, 41, 29, 39, 31.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, it's correct. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he got over 400 passing attempts. That's wild. That's wild as hell right there.
You wouldn't do that with a premier quarterback.
Man, listen, Patrick Mahomes probably doesn't have this many damn pass attempts. But I know he doesn't, because nobody else in the International Football League has more pass attempts than him.
That's crazy. And then it's not working.
No, it's not working at all. Now, he has some stretches where he's thrown some touchdowns and played good. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and say that he hasn't played any good football. But you know, it's rough. Hold on. It's in your inbox, because Wes trying to slide in, but I thought I already sent him the link. I think I already have. Bear with me.
Mr. Joe Rivera says Ryan Bland is gonna break the record pick sixes. Hey, Sam Howell might have give Rapper one for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? He might be feeling like giving. And I'm sure Duran will be thankful. Because, you know, bad quarterbacks, they don't know no better. They seem like they don't even watch film no more. They just like, I'm going to be bad. A lot of people, like, they still don't understand, do not play with Duran Bland. I don't know what it is, but, hey, I want him to keep on down and keep on trying. Keep on trying. Cause I just showed y'all on my show, man. That boy recovery skills is crazy, and his instincts off the chain.
I agree with you, man. Cause hey, people don't really understand how difficult of a play that was that he made on that pick six. Cause he was in trail technique, caught up to the man, really got right into the passing lanes and took the ball right from the man. It should have been a completion.
Yeah, he started off in press man. And then they motioned the wide receiver and made him, he kind of messed up his leverage. That way it was a nice play design, really. Ryan Bland just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like they stacked the receiver to mess up the leverage. And then he did a drag route from the good alignment that he had. And Ryan Bland still recovered in the trail technique. And not only did he get he didn't even bat the ball down, he snatched the ball. So you would have called that a good play to just bat the ball down. Mm-hmm. He intercepted and then ran it back. Like that boy ridiculous.
Yeah, that man's a monster, dog. Like it's scary good to think about how good he is. But hey, this is not even entirely on topic. You know what I'm talking about, but we got to give some love to Al Harris, man.
Yeah.
Like when you look everywhere he's been, like the cornerbacks he's worked with get picks. People be forgetting that he was with Marcus Peters when Marcus Peters was going crazy and getting a ton of interceptions. Then we seen it with Trey. Then we seen it with the Run Bland as well. And so I'm not saying that these guys weren't already naturally talented, but you can just tell, you know, just the impact that he's had everywhere that he's been. That it's not a coincidence.
If you look at them, they all basically play kind of the same. Like maybe not the same technique, but I'm talking about the mindset, the aggressiveness. Everybody, all our corners are aggressive. Even the ones that was bad, they still be aggressive. That's just the mindset that Al Harris put in there. And just like that's the only time you'll see us getting beat when we guess wrong. That's the only time our DBs get beat for real. If they guess wrong, or maybe they start off with too much cushion. That's them the only times they give up stuff. But if it's just mano y mano, they got that. Most of the time they gonna have that on lock unless you going up against, somebody who's that caliber receiver. But Al got the Al got that sauce, man. It looks like it. It's proven now. He did trade for a couple of years, then Deron Bland for last year too. Deron, this ain't Deron first ride on the rodeo either. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't his first time around the block. He done did this last year too. So, Al Harris is just that dude, man.
I agree with that. What's up with you, Wes? I see you sliding through the back door, baby boy.
What's up with you, man? Shoot, man. It is windy in the mug out here in California. So if you hear something beating on our wall, it's the wind. We don't get snow in like weird. Well, we don't. We got snow like 1-2 times since I've been out here, and we actually got snow like this March. It was crazy, but we get wind real bad out here.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, folk. But shit, man, we just up here talking about these raggedy Commanders, man. We trying to get ready for this Thanksgiving game. What are some things you're looking forward to, man? They could be anything, matchups, personnel. It don't really matter, man.
I would probably say I mean, obviously, historically, Washington has always been able to stop the run versus the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? They were probably the one team that gave Zeke career-wise. Washington, the Commanders, was the one team that gave Zeke the most problems stop. So, I'm interested to see if he's still able to do, and not he, if the Cowboys actually try to run the ball, man. At the end of the day, we basically conceded that we're not going to be able to run the ball. But I would love for the Cowboys to unconcede themselves and give themselves faith, because I feel like the way they run the ball now is kind of like the mindset of someone who just doesn't believe they can do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with the Cowboys using the short pass game as run game, as long as they're running like drags and things like that to like Brandon Cook, but not going it to Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? And other guys. You know what I'm saying? So you want to use it, like Kevontae Turpin is a good candidate. I would like to see used. If you're going to, I'm saying, honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you too. Put CeeDee Lamb ass back there. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? You can literally have Dak Prescott, empty back set, motion CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all right now about being able to sell the play action. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. Dak is having a phenomenal season, but his season would be even more ridiculous if he had an ability to throw off play action more, because I think the deep pass would come a little bit more, because what I've noticed is that's where Dak wants to throw his deep ball off. He wants to throw his deep ball off of the thought of that he's possibly going to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I think when the Cowboys aren't running the ball well, obviously it cuts down on the play action. And Dak has been somebody career-wise has been really, really good, in the play action. You know what I'm saying? There was even a time where I remember Dak used to start every game with that little play action bootleg pass to the tight end. You know what I'm saying? He started I think it was his rookie year. He started every game for like the first 4 weeks off with that exact play, and he did it to Golf. I think it was Golf Swain that was catching it back then. But yeah, those are probably the matchups I'd like to say. I probably going to see if the Cowboys actually try to run or if they just kind of concede. Do you got to throw the ball 40 times versus every week? Because listen, as much as I believe Dak Prescott is playing at an MVP level, I still don't believe the amount of times that we're throwing the ball is conducive to us winning, on a big stage. So I would like to get back to Cowboys, throwing the ball less than 30 times and then having as many running attempts. You know what I'm saying? Because we're good enough to be balanced, man. We just got to kind of decide. I think now we just got to. I think it's easier. Like, I think the Cowboys have moments where it's like we could pick this up in the air, or we could fight for it on the ground. Well, if you're up 20 points, fight for it on the ground, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just marching down the field and consistently putting points up on a team that's not trying to fight you. That, like in the passing game, yeah, it's dope, but it's not really it ain't beneficial no more to us. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Any game where CeeDee Lamb does not get over 100 yards, yes, I better run the ball, because why else did he not get 100 yards? You know what I'm saying?
True.
I can agree.
Something else I noticed too, like, we've been trying that Tony Pollard inside zone run, up the A gap for all year, and it finally bust this week. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all thinking about? You think they gonna keep implementing that enough? Because I ain't really liking it as much, them draw runs either. I like the outside runs, the little toss they did to Tony. That was dope. That got a whole lot of yards. It was wide open. We need to do that more often.
Well, I'm gonna say this about.
So wait. I'm gonna say this. I want to say interject this real quick because there are people that keep on saying this. We're a passing team now, and there are people. There's even this guy named I ain't gonna say his name, but there's this dude all of a sudden that has this website called Pass the Damn Ball, and I know it's in spite of West Coast Run the Damn Ball. I don't really care, but listen to me. Just let you know. Hey, listen to me. You ain't that dude. If ain't nobody making fun of you, ain't nobody trying to poke you. You just ain't that dude, bruh. When they start making product accounts, you that dude. So yes, I salute to being that dude. But yeah, man, the Cowboys are not a passing team. We are passing because that's what we can. That's the only thing we can do. But we're not a passing team. You are still built to run the ball. You have a quarter. Listen, think about this. CeeDee Lamb can run the ball, get positive yards. Dak Prescott can run the ball, get positive yards. You have someone in every position group on the offense that has the ability to run the ball. We just have one guy who can't do it. Like, if nobody else has a problem running the ball. There's only one guy on the Dallas Cowboys that has a problem running the ball, and that's Tony Pollard. Rico Dowdle doesn't have a problem. Even Hunter, when they use the fullback, even when they've used him to get short yardage, he's done a fairly good job. Your problem with one guy. All right, that's it.
All right, but let me see. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. I remember now. Let me see if I can find this shit real quick because I had a nice stat that I found by our boy Professor O. I was gonna add it into the show, but I completely forgot. So run game tendency. So he got the breakdown for us. The Cowboys have the 6th most rushing attempts this season up the middle, ranked near the bottom of the league in attempts to the left, or in the top 15 in rushing attempts to the right. So the Dallas Cowboys, pretty much, man, they're very vanilla when it comes to the run games and very predictable in where we're going to take the football to. Like we said, we talk about Tony Pollard going up A gap all the damn time. Well, shit, like Dallas Cowboys do that more than anybody else. The thing
analytics prove it. Analytics prove it.
Analytics prove it. The thing is, though, I think that Tony Pollard is more effective when you allow him to use his speed and get to the edge. Allow him, like, listen, he had great runs. He had multiple big runs. It's just like I believe like only like one of them came like up the middle of the defense. But that little toss play where Terrence Steele caught 2 bodies at one time, that was got to get him on the edge. He had multiple big plays out there. So in my opinion, man, I don't think the Dallas Cowboys should continue to just run Tony Pollard the same way they've been running him. Like use Tony Pollard the way you were using him when he was a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? Tony Pollard wasn't taking all these power runs up the middle of defenses. That wasn't his game. That wasn't what you asked him to do. Tony Pollard was a big playmaker, and you got multiple other running backs on your team that can do the dirty work. You got Rico, and I am gonna throw this out there. Rico Dowdle and J-Ron Kershaw are trending not to play this game, so you probably will see more Tony Pollard by default in the run game. Both of them
we gonna activate Little Legs, man, for Thanksgiving?
No.
Quit playing.
No, bro, he's not about to play activating versus Washington, bro. You better go do this again, bro. No.
They might want to try to make him a hero. You know how they do.
Well, listen, Washington ain't a good run defense this year. They ain't good at shit this year. And listen, it doesn't mean that we can still run the ball against them. Like the Chargers, I believe, are a worse defense than them, but we weren't able to really run the ball against them. So it just depends on which version of the Dallas Cowboys offense comes out there.
That little is so ridiculous.
I don't mind one year getting some more burn of if J-Run 42 toss. Y'all is crazy.
We might need the 42 toss this guy. But look, Washington did get rid of both of their defensive ends though. You know what I'm saying? Well, they got rid of Chase. They got rid of both of them though, didn't it?
Is Deron Payne still there?
They got their defensive.
They got the interior defensive.
Them is the dudes I worry about. Yeah. I ain't worried about none of them other dudes on the outside.
That's why I'm saying. That's why they need to run to the outside. Now we go in here stubborn and run to the inside anyway. And I'm gonna be concerned.
They ain't gonna touch that. They ain't gonna touch that. They ain't gonna not on Thanksgiving. That gonna be clean. Listen to me. Dak is playing at an MVP level, man. I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. when in these types of game, man, it's the whole world, man, against a team like this, bro. That game gonna get touched. He typically, for the most part, he gonna be good against these Commanders. But the inside, I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm curious to see if Zach Martin kind of has like a not necessarily a bounce back game, but like a more of a Zach Martin-ish game, because that talent is still gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? There's still Zach Martin's not getting a break. He's not getting a week off because he still got high-end talented guy that's in front of him. But I know a lot of the people are asking for Darius Leonard talk. So let's talk about what's your thoughts on Darius Leonard. I was here. My bad.
Hold on. Okay, I done knocked my damn cord out. Give me a second. Get my sound back on.
We kind of touched on it, man, but we're gonna be like the
23rd MVP with losing records. Please stop with the MVP. MVP versus. Listen to me. You're MVP by whoever you play, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. Every team, including the Philadelphia Eagles, has beaten losing teams. So slap yourself, bruh. I don't know why people think that the Philadelphia Eagles have played 10 winning teams. No, they have not. So miss me with all that. Like, I don't care about if you 9-1. Listen to me. You were 9 and 12 or 1 versus who's on your schedule. The NFL picks who you play. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. When the Dallas Cowboys went 4-12 back in 2015, nobody was saying that we had the hardest schedule in football because we won the division the year before. Nobody was saying that. So miss me with all that bull crap, bruh. Don't nobody give a damn, bruh. We win a Super Bowl this year. Ain't nobody gonna say it's not a Super Bowl because you played an easy schedule. Nobody cares, bruh. Nobody cares. Kill. Because guess what? Last year we were 8-1 versus winning teams, and nobody cared, bruh. We were 8-1 versus winning teams. So what's the difference? We were 8-1 last year. We blew out Minnesota at home. That game was over at halftime. Nobody cared. So why do we care now? Why do you care?
Because Dallas ain't doing it. That's why they care.
And listen, we only played 2 teams winning records, so you ain't really had you ain't really had the opportunity to play a bunch of winning teams. So the other teams, the teams that you played that have winning records are coming up. So if the Dallas Cowboys beat the Seahawks, we beat the Eagles, the Buffalo Bills, the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got plenty of teams out there that we can beat to the strength of Dak Prescott's MVP campaign. And he probably will beat most of them because most of those games, Detroit, they're gonna be at home, Eagles at home, Seattle at home. You win those games, and you're firmly in the MVP conversation. And the man is leading the NFC in passing touchdowns. He's second in the NFL in completion percentage. You know what I'm saying? He's topping every damn metric that you can think of. So yes, he should be in the MVP conversation. If you're gonna put running backs and Brock Purdy and everybody else named mama in the MVP conversation, Dak Prescott deserves to be in it.
Then he got a winning record. He don't have the best record, but he got the winner. He got a winning record.
I mean, 7-3. You got the same. He got the same record as Patrick Mahomes.
And the 49ers too, right?
And the 49ers. So you still got plenty of opportunities to add on to the MVP campaign. And you got to also think about it. You can't say that it's all about beating winning teams. Jalen Hurts is 24 touchdowns to 12 turnovers, and they say he's the MVP front runner. This man has double-digit turnovers already, but somehow he's the MVP front runner. You know what I mean? He went out there did not have a great game. Somehow his MVP odds increased. So in my opinion,
them boys like some head scratchers, bro. Like, every time you look at it, they seem like they playing terrible. Then you look up and they somehow win the game. Like, it's crazy to me. I don't know what it is. Like, when I see stuff like that, it's obvious that it's the line, it's the trenches, it's trench play. You know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff like that. They won the turnover battle. It's stuff that go unnoticed that helps them win, man. Because the quarterback was not that impressive. You know what I'm saying? He made a good drive when he needed one. But other than that, like, I was like, yeah, I don't see no MVP. I don't see no MVP at all.
I mean, MVPs typically don't win Super Bowls, but I mean, I don't really care, man. Like, I think Dak. I mean, just said usually Patrick Mahomes the one. You know what I'm saying? But how many years in the NFL does it happen? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't really care. I don't really believe in curses and all that stuff, man. Everybody thought the Cubs was curses until they won a championship, and now nobody even talks about it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said they 7-3 is different than all.
Huh?
The media be acting like they're 7-3, different than the Cowboys 7-3.
Yeah, it's a whole different kind of 7-3.
I was like, shit, that shit different, man.
Yeah,
They lost to some bad teams too.
Man,
I don't want to hear it.
Man, yeah, man. Look, think about it. They lost to the damn
Browns and the Jets, didn't it? No, the Eagles lost to the Jets without Sauce.
The Eagles lost to the Jets. The Kansas City Chiefs lost to
the Browns. I know
they didn't lose to the Browns.
No, not the Chiefs. I'm talking about the San Francisco.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Chiefs. They lost to the Broncos. So like everybody has losses against inferior talent.
They lost to Detroit too. Beginning of the year.
But Detroit is a 2 seed in NFC though. I'm not going.
We didn't know who they was at that time.
Hey, they missed the playoffs by a tiebreaker last year though. So I'm not gonna say they was trash.
I mean, the Giants was in the playoffs in the second round and they trash.
Hey.
You never know until you know. Like that's why I be telling people, hey, you ain't good until you know what I'm saying, until you actually see it on the field. Cause like the same way 49ers got on a run, they just went on a dip. Any team can do that. This the NFL, bro. This can happen easily. Actually, it can easily happen. You know how we do this every season. We be like, oh, we thought this team was right here, and then next time you know, a few weeks go by, we like, dang, that team that fell off the map. Like it just happens like that. Like it's a roller coaster season, so that's why I say I'm not giving up on none of the standings yet, not just yet. If it's mathematically possible, then I'm still holding my guns. I'm sorry, I'm still holding my guns.
Man, I feel you, but I am gonna say I picked Detroit to win their division though, so that's why.
That's why you over here talking highly about Detroit.
I mean, I picked them to win their division. You know,
what I'm saying? Think they good too though. You know, they got them Bama boys over there. So
they got. In my opinion, they got either the first or the second. Like it's really a toss up between their offensive line and Philly, dog. That's how good they is up front.
They got Sewell over there, didn't it? Then they got
Penei Sewell. Yeah, they got some.
His brother coming in the league this next year too. Crazy, bro. His brother coming in the league next year.
He got a brother in the league right now. He played linebacker.
Oh yeah. Well, don't he got another? I think he got one more. I think there's one more. I think
they got a big ass family. Hey, real quick, salute to my boy JR for the 5-piece, man. He said, "What up, though? With Rams cutting Henderson, I'm signing any running back with a post, Ken Fold.
Anybody that's better than my current running back, I'm with it. You ain't even got to ask me his name. If he's better than what we got, I'm with it.
And listen, Rico Dowd not even healthy right now, so you're down a running back, and that's the only knock on Rico. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing
stay healthy.
Can't stay healthy. That's the only.
But we're not down a running back. They just got to elevate Malik Davis.
Don't do this shit. You know what you did. Don't do this shit on live.
Malik Davis should be elevated right now, bro. Y'all hating.
I am hating. I'm glad you.
Bro, there's no way. There's no way you can sit on here and say that he shouldn't get an opportunity to run, bro. Like Malik has never put that bad a film out there to say that he shouldn't be able to run. Like, come on.
Especially not bad enough film. Wait a minute. Especially not bad enough film.
Not on film, bro. Juice has put it on film, but Malik. I mean, not Malik, but Malik doesn't have that on film, bro.
Ain't no way Lil is supposed to got no opportunity over Malik.
Malik Davis, bro. Malik Davis was a better running back in college.
Listen,
he ran in the SEC. They would have beat Alabama too if they played with the damn coach when they did that dumbass play in the final minute. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Deuce was hard in college, but
I understand what Cuz saying about level of competition. They don't have good defensive lines over there either.
Deuce would have played 1.5 games in the SEC.
That man would have been on IR.
He would have got broke up.
1.5 games.
He would have got broke up in the SEC, bro. Like that was a great plan to keep him over there where he was.
Man.
He said he would have got 1.5.
1.5 game. By halftime of the second game, it would have been over with. Cause them boys, most of the NFL, most of the defensive talent. Well, I can't say most of it, but a lot of the defensive talent coming out of the SEC, bro.
Think about it. Chris Jones, Mississippi State. He took over the game last night. Darius Slade.
I'm gonna keep it real. Listen, the SEC, bro. Like I just feel. And then the crazy thing about Jerry Jones and the SEC is this mother effer played in the SEC, won a national championship. You would think Jerry Jones would be, get your butt, you the one that's messing my blinds up. Get your butt off my blinds. Go get on the bed. Go.
No
Go.
animals were hurt in the recording of this.
Man, I'm here whooping my kids for breaking these blinds. There's a dang dog doing it. That's you. Get your butt in there. But what was I gonna say? You would think Jerry Jones would be way more slighted toward the SEC. Bro, you have a national championship as an Arkansas Razorback.
Oh, I got another one for you,
Like,
Sam Williams.
I don't get why Arkansas. Listen to me. Imagine if we would have been Arkansas heavy instead of Boise State heavy because all this time.
We had some hitters too. But think about it. The Trey Greenlaw from Arkansas.
Boise ain't never had no dude that I've been like, yeah, give me him. And even DeMarcus Lawrence. I like the DeMarcus Lawrence, but I didn't know DeMarcus Lawrence in college. I'm gonna keep it real. I did not know who he
certain
was.
guys you just not gonna know if they ain't, you know.
There ain't nobody if you know anybody that's not in the SEC, it's almost like they don't even take sacks serious outside the SEC. Be like, he had 42 sacks for AACT. Be like, okay, that's cool.
He had 10. he had 10 in Arkansas. Give him
what? First round pick, bro. You know what I'm saying? He a first round pick.
Hey,
Like that's. I mean, I think the only
sacks at Ole Miss, second round pick, top of the second.
Bro, I think he's the only one that show love to like the Ohio States, the USC's kinda. But other than that, bro, if you ain't in the SEC in the defense, bro, what is you talking about? Like, because you got to think most of the kids that's in Big 12 and all these other conferences wanted to play in the SEC. They just didn't probably have scholarships, or they, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Camo. Boise State and Michigan, like we got to stop that shit. We got to stop that shit. Like why we can't be like everybody else to get all the good Georgia defensive linemen or the good Alabama defensive linemen.
They sitting up there looking at the Eagles line and them boys drafting all SEC players.
Man, they all know each other. That's how they drafted from the SEC.
And think about this: you're drafting players. I'm gonna tell you the cool thing about the Eagles. They draft players, and then think about this: these players beat the players that we drafted when they played in college. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got a guy like Jordan Davis looking at other guys like, bruh, there's no way this running back from Kansas, right? There's no way, bruh.
Oh yeah, Dana just said something, man. We actually drafted Ridgeway from Arkansas and let him get stolen away.
Listen, I think some guys just get rubbed the organization the wrong way or something because Ridgeway did not even have a shot, bro. There's no, huh?
He was nasty too.
I liked him. That boy had a little swag on him. He called himself the Vanilla Gorilla. He came in fighting people. Day one in camp, he was fighting folks. Who he got into it with? Tyler Smith, I believe. He got into it with somebody day one.
But the cool thing about the game is, bro, they didn't even like practice squad him. They just was like, no. You know what I mean? Like, no, I tried it. I didn't like it.
Hey, Jay, I ain't gonna lie though. Hey, you might be on or something. He said, no cap, I'm looking at Fresno State for a cornerback. Hey, the way Ryan Bland playing, man.
Ryan Bland's once in a lifetime. But he needs to go back. No.
Might have to go back. Oh, no. Yeah. Speaking of wells, since we just talking about other stuff, speaking of wells that we need to go revisit, how about this XFL well? I mean, not XFL, but the USFL. Because look, we 2 for 2 now. Turpin did good. Brandon Aubrey did good. We might need to go back and get somebody else out of the USFL.
Every year.
Need to get somebody else out of the USFL, bro.
I'm hitting that well up till it run dry.
Hey, and we high on both of them players now. Turpin looking great. Brandon Aubrey looking like an all pro.
I like the league, but give me a free agent from the NFL. I like these guys from supplementary. I like them, but a lot of these guys that we're talking about, like Turpin, probably should never been in the USFL.
No, he wasn't.
And obviously should have never been in the NFL. Turpin probably just didn't get any looks because of his flat out size. I'm just being honest with you.
No, Turpin was like a.
He got in trouble too.
He got in trouble. He had a domestic. He had something to happen, and he had to leave TCU. But
so basically, what I'm saying is he shouldn't have been there in the first place.
And then, like you said about Brandon Aubrey just started playing football. He was an All-American soccer player.
Yeah,
like he was an All-American soccer player.
Oh, so they need to lock up Brandon Autry for the next 5 years because he ain't even hit his best peak yet.
He an athlete. That's how he came in kicking like
he's just kicking the ball right now. He's just kicking the ball.
Man, that boy looks so smooth and calm when he kicking the ball.
And I'm gonna tell you something else about Brandon Autry. Since he hasn't played as long, he hasn't like it's a lot of people ain't gonna understand this, but he hasn't missed a lot of big kicks in his career. So to him, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's like to him, I'm not saying he's able to play loose, but he's able to play, I think, he's able to kick a little different, with a different mindset because he's like, bro, I've only been kicking it for a couple of years. I don't have, you know what I mean? Like sometimes experience is good, but sometimes too much experience is not good either though.
It's very, very fragile for a kicker. Cause like you get a little bad scratch, that might be the end of your career. You know what I'm saying? Like it might happen quick.
Hey, but you got to think about it, man. Playing soccer, as many kicks you miss playing soccer, you just running up and down. That man don't give a damn. That man probably looking at kicking an entirely different way.
I will say this too, though, man, and I'm not trying to make no excuses, but listen to me. That boy that dropped that ball last night, on behalf of all athletes that catch balls or try to defend balls, kickers miss them same type of kicks, man, and y'all don't be threatening them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh.
Yes, they do. They ran the Minnesota kicker.
But what I'm saying is it's the same equivalent of a kicker missing a kick. That's just the same equivalent.
It is.
Buddha King, he hasn't missed the field goal. He missed the PAT.
He missed
nothing else yet.
He missed 2 extra points, but he has not missed a field goal regardless of the range.
So he's knock on wood.
I might need his ass Thursday. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, he's 100%. He's 100% so far. He broke the record, right? He broke the NFL record.
Yes, start a career without
consecutive makes for a kick.
Field goals. Yeah, most consecutive makes from field goal perspective. Because we all know that he missed his first extra point, but he ain't never missed no field goal. So that's all that matters.
Hey, salute. See, he don't get enough love, honestly. You know what I'm saying? We just like, you don't care about not having a kicker till you don't got one. You know
Hey, because listen, we were in shambles game playoff time. Kinfolk was out there kicking.
That boy Mayher had everybody mad. We was still mad in a blowout win. We still was mad at Mayer.
Shit, Dak was mad in a blowout win. he had to straighten that up. He had to straighten that up at the presser.
Like, had up pissed off.
Yeah, he like, I miss throws all the time. What your first expression how you really felt me, bro? You said make the.
you gotta make them.
Hey, that still tripped me out. You seen what I had sent you earlier about Dak when he was a fan?
What?
Yeah, we gotta touch on that shortly. Cause they got Dak up there snapping on Romo. Romo probably seen that before.
That was old though.
I know it's old. But I had to go back and see what game that was. Yeah, I had to go back and see what game it was. That was the last straw for Dak Prescott. And it ended up being the Cowboys win and get in game against Washington. And Romo threw a last minute interception and blew the game. So Dak was like, I'm sick of this dude. Like that was crazy.
And that shit came full circle because now that he's the quarterback, he understands that bullshit happens.
He said, I understand about the angry fans because I used to be one. So hey, they just brought it back up or something because somebody they interviewed him about
and then you guys got quarterbacks are more heightened to criticize other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? When you play the position, you know what I'm saying? Like you're more inclined, especially on your team. You know what I'm saying? Like you're typically like quarterbacks, high school quarterbacks usually idolize one guy that they want to be like, and then they have their quarterback who's the quarterback of their team. You know what I'm saying? So that's and you got to think, I think Dak wasn't even like a Romo. He was more of an athletic quarterback, so he probably didn't really even fit the mold of I'm pretty sure growing up, Romo was not a quarterback that Dak would say was his favorite quarterback. He probably faced somebody that he idolized, like a Michael Vick.
He said Cam Newton was somebody.
Or Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying? So, because they were different playing styles. So, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? Romo didn't choke either. You know what I'm saying? Romo didn't choke either. Romo had more comeback victories than any quarterback while he was active. So this is not about choking. And I'm going to tell you this right here about choking. And this is one thing I will know. If your defense gives up 50 points, bro, you didn't choke. You just couldn't score 51. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cowboy fans, we need to grow up and mature ourselves. Like, bro, like one of the biggest games that everybody say is Romo choke versus Denver Broncos. I'm like, bro, bro. Your defense gave up 50 points. How does he choke? How does that consider a choke at all? So you're telling me he was required to score 51 points to win a regular season NFL game?
See,
And he couldn't. So that's a pro.
That what the Dallas Cowboys get for getting the Big 12 players.
Yeah, like that's why we get all them Big 12 cornerbacks out there, bro.
Wow.
Hey, that's the same thing we've been talking
we all
about.
see. I'm Arkansas. He Arkansas. He Alabama. So I don't know about that. If we putting 50 up on somebody, it's somebody else's mama crying, not mine. Not mine. You know what I'm saying? I know it sucks. I had to do him like that. I know. We could have let him score. No, we couldn't have let him score. That ain't football, man.
Yeah, we definitely need to look at that Darrell Henderson. Ain't that the that's the dude that played with TP, right?
Romo choked in the playoffs because
Is that the running back for Memphis?
the only way you can say Romo choked in the playoffs is if you say Dez didn't catch it.
I think Darrell Henderson went to Tennessee. Went to Memphis with it.
No, I'm gonna pull up and look.
He did.
He did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely got to bring him in.
You know what? Yeah, I bring him in because if I'm
definitely got to bring him in. They already got chemistry and everything.
Yeah, hey, they already were a tandem. They would work just fine.
That's a great idea. Them
Yeah.
boy ex-teammates and everything. So yeah, they need to definitely do that. It makes too much sense.
He said, Romo's back was messed up because he had to carry those teams. Yeah, Tony Romo had a bunch of bullshit at one point. Y'all remember? No, for real. Do you remember when they brought in guys off the street to play on the defensive line? Like, I am not shitting you. They brought in they brought in guys that were out the league playing on the defensive line with Rod Marinelli one year.
Papa Rod used to get the most out of them boys, though.
He used to get
the most. They was sorry, but they was gonna play hard. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, like,
they was gonna have effort.
He used to have them high effort, no talent ass dudes, man. Like I am not lying to you. Like Rod Marinelli, and I like Rod. You know, I like Rod Marinelli. You know what I'm saying? But they never gave that man nothing to cook with. This man never.
Thing about our defense with Rod was effort.
I gotta go take my sons to practice in 2 minutes.
All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead, cuz we got a couple more minutes on here. Landlord, how much time you got?
I got a few more minutes.
Okay, well, shit. We'll wrap this thing up in about a couple minutes. So I'm gonna ask you some questions real quick about your thoughts on this on my last part of my diss track we were talking about from yesterday.
First off,
that
boy hand come in like pop.
So listen, I know. Oh damn, the West dip out on us. Cause I just pulled this up and cuz disappeared. Hold on 1 second. Did my nigga abandon me?
I guess so. Just ask me the question then. I guess I don't know.
It's gonna be like this. So, which area do you want to attack on this team? Are you trying to? I'm not trying to laugh, but they're not good in the passing defense. They're not good in rushing defense. Is this a game where you want to try and get Dak Prescott 5 passing touchdowns? Is this a game that you want to try and get Tony Pollard jump started? What do you want to do? Because they don't really defend anything very well.
I want to throw early and get
late.
a good lead and run late. I want to do a little bit of both. So, look, we can be comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Eat our food, laugh, giggle with the family. Go on, get up on these boys. I don't want to play around and be up at the edge of my seat, can't even eat yet. I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that type of drama on Thanksgiving, man. I told you, if they play around with this guy and you'll ruin my birthday and Thanksgiving. I don't want no smoke. So go in here and handle business, man.
Man, I agree with that. I think I do want to throw the ball. And this, I'm going to tell you why. Dallas Cowboys already have a running back that's probably going to be down in Rico Dow. You can't just go did not participate, and then all of a sudden you super healthy and you geeked up finna be super effective for me, right? Yep. So because we're going to be down a running back, because they give up big plays, because they've given up the most passing touchdowns in the National Football League, and because we're at home where we score way more points, I would not mind attacking these guys, putting this game away as early as humanly possible, and then I'm trying to see fourth quarter Dak. The quickest way to get the fourth quarter hat Dak is for Dak Prescott to go crazy in quarters 1 through 3.
Just hat Dak. That sound like, hey, make that a thing. Hashtag hat Dak. You know what I'm saying? We want to see hat Dak in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Real
what we
talk.
want to see. So yeah, it says the second most passing yards. We gotta exploit that. I want to see CD go crazy again. I wanted to kind of build on that. I know it looked like we wanted to spread the ball around last game. I really didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to build on what we started. We started to spam CD Lamb, of course, and I wanted to build on that. But it looked like they wanted to get other people involved for some reason.
I mean, CeeDee Lamb was nursing an ankle injury. That might be one of the reasons why he didn't look the same way, or why he wasn't as involved as he normally would be. But
True.
because like he was a little labored. Um, he was a little labored out there, but he still made enough plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He was still efficient. He seemed like he's gonna be good to go though. He was a full participant in practice this week, so there might not be any hindrance or anything like that going forward. And listen, even in that game, CeeDee Lamb had 9 targets in 3 quarters. And this is something that I pointed out. Like, I think we have revisionist history about the targets in Dallas. It was Amari Cooper that had problems getting the football. CeeDee Lamb ain't never had no problem getting targets. Even when Amari Cooper was here, that man got 120 targets in 2021.
True. He was getting his bag. He was getting his he was getting his targets as a rookie too. So yeah.
Yeah, and then like hell, he has over 100 targets. No, he had 95 targets right now with 7 more games to play. So, but I do have some Thanksgiving shit I have to do. I got
some running around to do myself.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you jumping on here with me, man. Let them know next time you're gonna be live, kinfolk.
Maybe tomorrow at my regular time, 11. You know what I'm saying? I will be doing some stuff. Talking about the skins or whatever they go by these days. All of that good stuff. Talk about how we gonna stomp them a mud hole in them later on. But come holler at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on our social media, man. Y'all make sure y'all go support Landlord and HTM Sports. You understand? So y'all tap in.
Indeed, man. It's your boy Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store. On the way out, make sure y'all hit them like buttons, hit them shares, hit them Commanders fans upside the head, and make sure y'all hit them cash out some super chats, man, so y'all can get an opportunity to go to the Cowboys versus Lions game. But yeah, but your boy is out. God bless, and I will see y'all probably tomorrow. I will make no promises, but I'll try to go live sometime tomorrow with y'all, man. But peace, God bless, and I will see y'all on